What was the first car that you had?
The first car that I had,
Yeah.
I guess I worked up Raven Run that time when I bought off this fella 1934 Chevy. I think. I don't remember. But I think that was the first car. And me and me drove going up the Big Pine Creek fishing. I get a flat tire up by Milton. So we changed the tire and got in the Jersey Shore. Took the car over to the garage, and the Allegheny house, the beer garden was right there, and had the lads fix the flat, and we went in the Allegheny house, and they had clam, I forget what they clammed, but they were made out of clams, and they used to make, when you got it, it was from them ice cream dippers, you know, had the shape of a cone, and they were only 15 cents at that. But what the hell did they call it? Clam cups or something, anyhow. But they were good. Oh, gee. So when we used to go, you ought to remember where that Allegheny.
Yeah, I remember the place,
there. And when we'd be going up on the miners' vacation, we'd stop it. We'd clean the place out with them. Oh, they were. But me and me drove out the first time that I was ever up on Big Pine Creek. And in the Allegheny house, we asked this old fella that run the place where a good spot was. And he told us where to. So me and Mitro went up there and we started fishing that night, you know. And about 3 o'clock in the morning, I hooked into this one, big bass. That's the biggest bass I ever caught up there. It was, I guess, close to 20 inches, 18, 19, 20 inches. I caught him on a red and white thing. The next cast I threw out, I hooked another bass about 8, 9 inches. Took him and threw him up. Then I go to make another cast and I hit something in the back of me, a little stump or something, and broke the thing in half. I guess you have the relic of that.
I think I still have the half, yeah.
Well, that was up on Little Pine Dam. I had the right tool that time.
Yeah.
But that was our first trip up there. And me and me drove that time, made it. And that old Chevy car that I had, mushrooms start growing and the roof start leaking and mushrooms started growing in the back. One of the lads that worked up at Raven Run, that job that we were on, I bought 125. I was gonna buy from Swenson's a Nash when the first Nash cars came out with the gear shift on the steering. Gear shifters. When did I buy that? Swenson's that had the garage. One of the boys was selling it. So I asked Mike Clark, he was a banker right there in the first. I says, Mike, is there any chance of getting a loan, you know, to buy this? I wanted to borrow $400 to buy that Nash. So he said, I'll see what I can do. So when they had their meeting at the bank, the next time I seen Mike Clark, I said, and Mike told me, he says, they turned it down, they said, they won't lend you $400, but they lend you $1,600 for a new car. So I wouldn't buy no new car.
Mm-hmm.
But Jack McDonald had a car like that, or did he buy that car? I don't know. But I know I had it one time. I take mother someplace or something. I can't remember. But I had a lot of different cars. But whenever I bought new cars, 3 Studebakers I bought.
Mm-hmm.
They were brand new. And Ford, when they come out with one of them small cars, the first car, I can't remember.
The Comet.
Huh?
The Comet.
Comet.
Yeah.
I bought a Comet.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a Queen Victoria Ford, brand new. I guess that was the only one that
Mm-hmm.
ones that I bought brand new. The Studebakers, 52, was a 6-cylinder. The bearings went on it in about 16,000. I traded it in, got a 53. That time I was working on Reading.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 53 Studebaker. That was a 6-cylinder. The bearings went on that in about 14,000. I got rid of that. I bought a 54 8-cylinder Studebaker. That's the one you couldn't wear out.
Mm-hmm.
I had it, Johnny had it, Bernard had it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Couldn't wear it out. Do you remember that Studebaker panel truck that I had? I bought from Cleansea.
The green and white?
Huh?
The green and white?
A green one,
That was a Pontiac.
or Pontiac.
Yeah, I remember it, because that's what I learned to drive in,
Yeah.
was that. Yeah.
They said there was only 125 of them made.
Yeah. Oh, I get sick all the time. I think about that. I said, boy, we let that thing go.
That time I bought it off Cleansea, $125 it was.
Yeah. Yeah.